Oh, Stayin Alive.
Since you've heralded most of this, are you ready to see if we got reverse? You got to get fully immersed. What you doing, Dad? High five. So hey, welcome back everybody, Dad. Are we Frosty Orange Sodas? Are we sponsored now? Did I miss the paycheck?
This is like the drink of champions.
Oh well. Frosties, you make great orange soda. You should sponsor us.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome, actually. It's actually really cheap. It's probably about the cheapest soda in ours. Wow, this is a really odd intro to the video. Welcome back, everybody. So, on today's episode, we're back with the old 55, because, well, Dad, you got to move with me.
Okay.
We're back on the old 55, well, because the last time you saw us with the old turquoise torpedo, well, we had just taken that transmission basically down, degreased it, the old power flight, we had pulled it out, and basically in the middle of a thunderstorm, Dad and I were degreasing it, and well, you can see that it is definitely a cast iron case. It's been painted silver from the factory. She's got a little bit of surface rust on her, but Dad's already had all the tail shaft and everything off of this and all the guts pulled out. He's got the broken reverse band removed along with the parts that are missing, and the whole idea was, how hard would it be to find another one of these versus going the adapter route, which has a whole bunch of other crap involved with it? It's not just as simple as putting in a 727. It's also converting the whole car to a 12-volt system because the flywheel change and a bunch of other crap. So the vote was to keep it an original, hence Power Flight. Now I'll go ahead and throw this out there for the people who don't know and never will need to know this information. That Power Flight is a 2-year only production unit. And it only works, 55 is the last year for this style of Power Flight because it operates off of a linkage, whereas in 56 they went to a push button setup, and also in 56 they revised the shifting bands in this, which only has 2, because it was a common problem for, what is it, the reverse or the forward band? The reverse band, it was very common for them to break an ear off, just like you saw in this one. And hence, an eBay random find, our good friend Tom Roseman, who helps us with all of our twin plug Hemi stuff, and just an all around great dude and great friend, sent me that on a whim, because he's one of my, we're basically the same kind of deal where we could sit there and stare at a bunch of crap on eBay. Dad, you go ahead. And well, he said that to me on a whim because he knew we were kind of on the hunt for a Power Flight, and well, he found us one. And it's supposed to be a 55 or 54, which is the 2 years basically they were used. I don't know about 53, but yeah, we're about to find out, because I learned on that one where the little VIN pad is, so we'll know what year it's from. Oh,
That's got the mid plate.
but yeah, we got, oh, has it got the adapter plate on it still? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. No torque converter. Yeah, I knew that. He said no converter. Definitely needs rebuilt, what he said on eBay. Yeah, the stamping's on the other side, but it is linkage. All this is just like on our other one. Let's see. Yep, that's the pad right there. We'll have to clean that off, and then we can verify everything, but I'm not seeing a difference really. Yeah, I think we got our goose here, Dad. That's a good thing. I want to say that's a good saying. I don't know. I don't know if getting your goose is a good thing or not. It just seemed like the right thing to say. But to that eBay seller, good job. Thank you. I don't mind that.
That's a pretty good idea.
And the shipping company that it came through was kind of weird, but oh, that sucks. Well, we don't need that piece. That stud. Oh well. That's probably in the ad. I'm not mad. All right, Dad. You ready to have a whole bunch of fun while I work on other projects? Just so y'all know that when you're watching these 55 videos, you're gonna see a lot of Dad working here. Mainly because I'm either on the phone, I'm doing something else, or I'm working on like the Pro Stock Challenger in the background, or you never know. So yeah, Dad, are you ready to have all sorts of freaking fun?
Oh, I reckon.
So yeah, whenever we get back from doing that, we'll show you guys more on the dueling power flights. Basically the same price. Hopefully it's...
Well, we got a lot of extra parts. I took the band down on these.
We're gonna open it up and someone just threw a band in there and all the missing parts.
Here, it's got a little something on it. What is that? A yo.
Like don't use. like mark an O on there because it broke a band. We gotta stop jinxing ourselves here.
Bigger than Scott Luck in. You always gotta factor that in.
That is a fair point. All right, well, hope you guys are ready for this, because, well, I'm hoping we can make this 55 actually mobile forwards and backwards. We got to go backwards to go forward sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta get out of the parking lot.
That is true. All right. So, a little bit has changed. We originally were going to rob parts out of the new Power Flight that we bought off eBay, thanks to our friend Tom, who found that for us, which is a 55 unit. We're going to get the guts out of this thingamajig right here, and we're going to put all the good parts into our transmission that we know that works, minus the parts that don't work. Hopefully make it whole, you know what I mean. And as it turns out, Dad took the oil pan off of this thing yesterday when I was having a really bad day, and we're going to talk about that here in a second maybe. But Dad took the pan off, had the original gasket, and there was just a little bit of sludge in the bottom. Like they had cleaned this transmission up, I imagine, pressure washing it, but it didn't look like they had actually like taken the pan off and done anything internally. And Dad said this thing actually looks way better internally than our original transmission. So we've only got like 2 real problems with this one that we got to deal with. Those 2 studs. So the new plan is to basically clean this guy up, take it off the bell housing, and basically just go ahead and take this unit and shove it right in the 55. And I'm sure there's a number of you out there in YouTube land who was thinking, why aren't you guys just gonna try out the new transmission? And I mean, that thought had crossed our minds, but it's like, it could be shit. It could be destroyed inside. But now we know that it is not. So that is the plan. So folks, I hope you enjoy this as we finally get this 55. And when I say we, depends on how much time I got, but Dad is really spearheading this whole project, and big old shout out to him for taking care of the old 55 while I work on myself and work on other projects. Alrighty, so I hate to say it, but I'm abandoning Dad out here because it's kind of extra warm for me, and well, I'm kind of in a funk today. I ain't really feeling like working on much. And yeah, so the shout out today is all to Dad for spearheading this, because I don't know where my motivation went, but go find something else to do. I got plenty of other projects I can tinker on. And we're back. Dad just came inside, and well, I was just watching some YouTube videos and enjoying some time to myself, and Dad came out and told me that he is ready to get this Power Flight painted. And well, since I was knee-high and as young as a grasshopper, whatever that saying is, I've always been kind of El Painter in the family. So I figured I'd come out here, help Dad out a little bit. I say he's got the transmission beautifully detailed, or at least cleaned up about as good as it needs to be, so we can continue working on it. All the casting numbers are visible now. That's kind of cool. And let's see, our VIN stamp is over here. Right there you can see the 55 28B C1614490 B-28-55 is what that says. All right, so a little bit of cleaning and degreasing. Dad has confirmed, oh yeah, Dad got all the studs fixed up there. And basically he's confirmed this thing looks pretty daggone good inside. Oh, and not just to get super serious, but we also do need to finish the 55 because we're going to need the jack stands and that jack, so that way we can work on that red car. It's currently covered up. Alrighty, well, I'm going to call her about as clean as it's going to get. So I'm going to hit her with the rust encapsulator and then silver, so that way it's all factored. We're going to crawl up underneath the 55 and take care of maybe doing some detailing up underneath there. What have you been working on now, Dad?
Just getting my truck, repairing some of the damage I had and all that whacking.
Ah, holy moly.
And then I'm wasting my 20-pound sledgehammer on that last job we was on.
That is a, hang on, get out of the light. That is a sledgehammer that has truly worked for a living. Dad?
It's not legal, but it kept the job going.
That's impressive.
I was about ready to break that whole chunk out.
Wow. How heavy was this?
20 pounds.
That's a 20-pounder.
That's a 20 pound. Brand new.
What it's supposed to look like, what it looks like when you get done with it.
Yeah.
Well, at least the transmission's ready now.
Good.
We'll get that painted. Yeah, it's really hot out here. And also, just for, in case anybody wants to know or is ever curious, the reason why I'm giving so much shout out and praise to my dad is because I've been in what me and a number of my friends have all uniformly called the automotive funk. Even Dad has been plagued by it. So if you or someone you know, and this is going to sound like a cheesy ad, but I'm being dead serious. If you or someone you know is going through a funk, be a good friend, be there, support them, and help them through their crap. And let them know that they're not alone. Even guys like me that you guys may be watching on YouTube and may think of something special. Everybody gets depressed. Everybody goes through stuff. And you got to surround yourself with good, positive folks who'll help you through everything. People like my dad, my buddy Brian, my girlfriend Anna, my good friend Jake, my whole Discord community, and of course, all you fine folks watching. So, let's make this 55 whole again. Just like magic.
Turn it into a brand new transmission.
Rattle can rebuild.
You see the big O.
And now it's a U, unfortunately.
Last time you'll see the big O from the factory.
Unless you like the giant robot fighting series, the Big O.
Oh. Somewhere somebody's saying, oh, that's got to stay on there.
Oh, that's
That's a factory mark.
that grease stamp means that transmission's about ready to blow apart because it's a piece of shit. And if you paint it with black paint, it's gonna be even worse.
Maybe it's the one they had slated to go to NASCAR.
No, probably not, Dad.
We can always just say that.
All right, I gotta get over to the light now. But shoot, this can's gonna be perfect, almost. It about covers the entire iron portion of the transmission. I think we're gonna take the pan off the other one, Dad, because this one's got some pretty bad.
I've seen that pitting in it.
Yeah, it's really bad. And this one looks like it could be a culprit to leak. This one actually looks like it is leaking actively. So I'm not gonna mess with the pan too much because I don't trust it. And harboring back to our first 241 Hemi days, remember we had everything ready to go and that engine was ready to fire up. And it started leaking oil out of the bottom of the oil pan because it had a pinhole we missed. And tried to weld that, get all the oil out of it. Oh, that's just a no-go. So, not even gonna take any chances. Let's go around.
Putting the paint on there won't leak.
You would think. One last look at our old Power Flight. Our original there. Yep. That little guy there is not supposed to be so floppy doppy. Supposed to be a little piston in there and I'm not exactly sure what's holding those springs in there, but they look pretty stout.
Yeah, I think there's a big snap ring right there.
Oh, I do see it, yeah.
And then the band is right.
Yeah, I remember it's just right up in there. You can actually, yeah, there's the shaft it runs on, or the drum.
That drum had rust on it.
Yeah.
I shined it all up. That's for sure.
Well, that transmission looks to be in a lot better shape, as you said. And this pan is, well, it ain't got any rust pits, so we'll clean this one up. And, well, I guess our original is going to be our parts transmission. Oh, well, that'll work. Hopefully that one works there. Just like Movie Magic did. It is silver. I sure do like that satin nickel Rust-Oleum color. When it dries, it's just the perfect sheen. It's got a little bit of glimmer to it. Ends up drying just about as close to natural cast aluminum as it gets, in my opinion. Alrighty, that part's done. Get that oil pan changed up, swap these damaged sensors on this one for that one. Then, well, when we get underneath the car, you guys will see us. I don't think there's any more reason to waste any more of your guys' time, or camera time really, until we get ready to stab that sucker.
Yay.
Yeah. At least the shade's in our favor right now. It's not 200 degrees right now with 200% humidity. Well, I'm just gonna be perfectly honest with everybody at home. I know I said something about detailing the bell housing and making all that look pretty nice, but yeah, you'll never see it. At least that looks like it's something.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit of jiggling. Yeah, got that up there, so I guess here's my one moment. We'll put that guy in there. Hoo doggy. Just as handy as it was the day when you put the studs in there to take the transmission off. They're coming off pretty easy by themselves. Little screwdriver slot, using them for line-up pins. Well, Dad, you've made fantastic progress on this fine Sunday while I sat inside and played video games with one of my best buddies, Brian.
Well, I didn't get started till 3, 4 o'clock.
Well, on this particular Sunday, we had family breakfast, and well, we spent a long time out there.
Yeah.
And for the folks at home, I'm being perfectly honest when I'm not actually out here helping Dad. It's insanely humid and hot, so.
It's hot, but I got this big shade tree. You get under the car, you're out of the sun, and it's bad.
That is true.
The car's up in the air, so ain't fighting it.
No. But get that drive shaft shining like a diamond in a goat's ass, that's for sure. That's looking good.
See my cross members?
Well. Oh, yeah. Last time I saw that thing, it was like 3 different layers of grease. Whew.
Transmission mount and then the cross member.
Oh, and then the big cross member. I didn't even notice it because it was basically orange. It was just solid rust. But you know, look at the condition of that rubber mounts. I'm kind of impressed with that.
Yeah, that's in pretty good shape.
Everything on this car really is in pretty good shape. But, well, Dad just topped off the old radiator, and we are finally at that point to where the drive shaft has been reinstalled. Transmission's back in there. Cross member, everything has been painted, put back in there, and Dad's got the transmission filled up to the full mark. We know it's gonna get sucked down, and well, hopefully we get this old Hemi to come back. It's been a while. It's probably been at least a month and a half since we last fired it up, since we put it up on the stands and started this whole project to see what we could get to happen, and hopefully those back wheels will spin backwards, which means we'll have reverse, and that just basically verifies this transmission works. And then that justifies taking all the wheels off, rebuilding all the brakes, and this bad girl will at least be roadworthy enough to start worrying about sourcing all the rest of the bright work, and you know, then justifying maybe actually painting the old 55. So, well, it's always something. The throttle was disconnected, and as it turns out, it's all a linkage. And no, it's one of those ball and clevis deals, basically. And well, the little ball broke off, unfortunately. Alrighty, so adjustable end appears to be crimped on this end, and that's right where the little ball broke. Always something interesting. Of course, it'd be on the side that doesn't have threads and it's adjustable. Alrighty, so I found the proper little ball right there to replace on this end, but we're just going to try and get the car running, I guess, so that's what we're going to do. I'll figure out a solution for this at some point. Add it to the big checklist of stuff to do. I already found this guy, and I think this is going to fit our bill a little bit better. It's 1/4 28 thread internal, and right there, it's all about the right size. Give us throttle for the old 55. Well, at least that thread's on.
Yeah, that's the right thread.
I'm glad that little idea worked out. So,
Actually bottomed out.
now we can get our center to center. How far off is it?
Burn one. 13. We're just, I mean, like a 16th too longer.
Alrighty, so now it is a little bit of man work. 13 1/8, which means 12 1/8.
Yeah, because I burnt one.
Yeah. One in the center of that stud. So now that can go in, and well, now we'll have a throttle that's adjustable. We might go find a jam nut to throw on there. Do you think just leave it like that?
Yeah, it's bottomed out on there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, well, that'd be good enough.
Put on tomorrow.
Yeah, fortunately I got late. I know, Dad, I know you really wanted to get her. Hang on, this light's obnoxious. Even though you can't see you. I know you just wanted to get her running tonight, but you know you're doing your motor good right there.
Well, it's got to be done sooner or later.
That was my thought process. We either got to lay under the ground one time or another, and well, might as well just get her as good as we can.
Let's hope this one don't break off now.
Well, that was my last one of them doohickeys, so I might get on the Amazon and see if I can buy more of them, because this was actually off tunnel ram linkage. Alrighty, so it ain't gonna focus, but we got our new link here made. We threaded that end and put a new little joint on there. I painted this with some black paint just to keep her from turning to poopy. Now, gotta go install that little guy. Alrighty, well, we're underneath here, and buddy Jake is over visiting. Sold him a manual steering gearbox for Ferdinand, the 66 Belvedere that was Mr. Belvedere. Hi, Jake.
Hi, Jed.
And
Hi, YouTube land.
he helped me get this rod that Dad and I fixed up, put in the old 55. It's all adjusted, and just don't sit underneath there when you do that, because yeah, you'll wind up eating a lot of crap. So Dad gets home, we should be good to fire up the 55 and see if we're gonna actually have a good transmission, or if we need to steal parts out of this unit and put them in our one that we know it works. But we're gonna give this mystery guy a shot. I mean, look at it, it's all painted up, so it's gotta work, right? Right? We even hooked up the neutral safety switch.
What were you just talking about? If they don't find you handsome, they find you handy.
Yep.
If it's too pretty, it doesn't work. Be careful.
Well, thank you for not dropping that wrench on my nuts.
I would never do that.
I did that to my brother once. I'm pretty sure my brother ain't forgave me for it. I don't blame him. I don't know what came over me to do that. It was,
You ever have kids?
oh, he ain't having any more now. Alrighty. Well, Dad, now that you're back home, I'm going to give you the keys to the old 55.
Oh, staying alive.
Since you've heralded most of this, are you ready to see if we got reverse?
I hope.
Oh, for Dad's sake. For Dad's sake and my sake, since that's technically my car. Oh, uh-oh. Well, you're just gonna have company in there, Dad. It's just a friendly little wasp who might just want to sting the crap out of you.
Probably mad at me because I put the PB blaster on his nest the other day.
You put the coupling shaft back in the power flight, right?
No. No.
Yeah, you left that out.
Extra parts?
Okay. Yeah, we probably didn't need that anyways. Optional equipment. Oh, that's the first time that door didn't shut. Uh-oh. I pissed off the wasp, Dad. Hang on. Nope, nope, he's out. Now you're good. All right. Hopefully the carburetor still got fuel in it. Yep, you got throttle. And neutral. Hang on. You got to get fully immersed.
I don't think we want to. There's no brakes on that one. It goes from forward to reverse.
No, no, we'd have to let them come to a complete standstill. All right, Dad. It's your show. Wow. Wow. I didn't have it running earlier. I never did anything. I'm just as... Literally, I didn't mess with this thing all day, and we didn't even try to start it last night. And it's just been sitting here freaking months. All right. Well, we're gonna let her get warmed up. We're gonna check the transmission, and yeah, it's kind of impressive. Oh, hey there, fellers. Yeah, I was gonna open the door for Dad, but probably not now. Oh, that's a reach. Our transmission's low, but I just can't get over the fact this thing just... It is kind of a good place to build a nest. Damn dirty guys. Good oil pressure. Just in neutral. That's kind of funny. It's just getting better and better. Oh. Probably just getting those brake shoes all moved around. This one's a little stiffer. That's kind of impressive. Perfect. Alrighty, Dad, you ready?
Can't get over that bearing on that front wheel.
I know. Well, I'm wondering if the rear back there isn't even adjusted right. Look at the back wheel. It's just been getting better and better. The other one, I think it's got like stuck on the brake shoes or something. but yeah.
It's just fluid.
Yep.
That's a good sign.
Alrighty. I'll keep her held until. Yep. Holy moly! That's got reverse. Okay, we're stationary on this side. One wheel peel, baby. Alright, well. Into neutral. Oh, and she stopped pretty fast.
Second gear.
Yeah, it kicked in. Someone's losing their mind at how unsafe this is, but
That's the way it tells you in the book to have it on a limb to all that pressure testing.
yeah.
You're supposed to have it like this.
Look at the good balance job old GS Tire did on those. The original.
I got my speedometer working.
Ah, sweet.
Let's see if we can go real fast. Here, it's actually pretty smooth.
mph. Woohoo! I knew I was hearing rocks flinging. That was flying. All right, and that's our water leak. We'll have to do a test too, and it's probably a little bit of transmission fluid. Well,
That's a winner.
that's a big win. Okay, thank you for being persistent and doing all the work on this one, getting it ready.
Well, there are Texas.
Now we got to get some brakes on this tractor at some point. Well, neutral.
How about we idle? Can we idle the engine down a little bit?
Yeah, let me go do that. Anything is a screwdriver.
I'm glad it's a flat head. I totally turned that the wrong way, didn't I? Yep. Like 500, 600
That sounds, I can make that lower.
That's a lot better.
Yeah, hang on, let me,
I like the way it's slammed into the
yeah, let me, because this is old. Let's see here. Right where it's about to die. There we go. There's the 1950s idle spec. Oh, hang on. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it went ahead. It's low enough.
That's a lot better than slam in.
Yeah, you can hear the transmission whirling.
I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but
Oh, that one leak is ATF. Oh yeah, I think so. Oh, that looks like bell housing area, yeah. Now we got 2 leaks actually. But yep, that stopped. That's probably about right.
10 miles an hour.
How much?
Shifted.
Oh, it shifted.
20 to 40.
Wow. 20 to 40 mile an hour is on the shift. Remember, this is only a 2-speed transmission, everybody who's watching. That's gonna be neat. I don't think our other wheels even come into play. Nah, that's okay. It's a 55 Dodge. It kind of just sounds about right there. And it'll come to a stop eventually. Everything's working.
Yeah, I'm proud of that. The speedometer's working.
Yeah, that speedometer's pretty dang on cool.
On the other transmission, the little gear was got put off the shaft. It's barely hanging on it.
Oh, that would
It was
have.
all locked up.
I think we made the right choice with just putting this one in.
Well, this is the gear out of the old transmission.
Oh.
I got it all freaked out.
Oh, okay.
Put it all back together. It's working.
Oh, well, here's the screwdriver.
Makes you expect to cover for how you adjust the parking brake.
Ah. That'll sit probably right about there pretty good. Well. Of course. Come on, 55. Come on. The idle's probably like insanely low. Come on, old girl. You can hear it shifting. What are the odds you buy a transmission off of eBay, sight unseen, that probably needs rebuilt, and it just so happens to actually be in nicer condition than the transmission you pulled out of your car, and then you shove it in there, and then all of a sudden, bam, your 55 Dodge that was a parts car now has a fully functioning transmission.
Now it makes me feel better about putting brakes on it.
Now we can put brakes on it. Oh, butterfly. Well, Dad, I appreciate all your work. And I hope all you give Dad some love down in the comments, because he's the man.
We got her.
So as always, look forward to seeing you guys in the next adventure with the old 55. So as always, take care and
Stayin' alive. Bye-bye.
bye-bye.